He was just a saddle tramp from Texas. Even his mama said he was no good, but he could ride a horse and had good looks. So he headed off to Hollywood to get into the movies, and that he did. And so begins the legend of the Cimarron Kid. That saddle tramp from Texas became a big movie star, a Western hero called the Cimarron Kid. Riding his white stallion named Lightning across the silver screen, all the kids looked up to, wanted to be just like the Cimarron Kid. The Cimarron Kid, a matinee idol riding tall in the saddle. That saddle tramp from Texas, a millionaire Hollywood cowboy now, with his 10-gallon hat, silk shirt, silver spurs, and diamond-studded boots. He looked the part too. He bought himself a yacht, a Beverly Hills mansion, and a big long Cadillac with steer horns on the grill. He drove all around those Beverly Hills, driving fast and reckless. When he honked the horn, it played the Yellow Rose of Texas. The Cimarron Kid, the Cimarron Kid, a hero of the Old West, but just pretend. He started living like a movie star with a Wild West fury. There was hardly a Hollywood party he failed to attend. One day he'd be jumping over cars with his horse, almost get himself killed. Next day he'd be strolling down Hollywood Boulevard, passing out $100 bills. A rootin', tootin', straight shooting cowboy movie star, the Cimarron Kid, the Cimarron Kid. He was getting into fist fights, he always started drunken orgies with Hollywood starlets, showing up on the set hungover and late. Friends tried to get him to pull back on the reins, but it was too late. He got the fame and fortune he always wanted, maybe a little too much and a little too soon, 'cause the end of the trail came pretty quick for the Cimarron Kid. It was starting to get into the papers, not a good image for the kid. They left word at the studio gate not to let him in. The Cimarron Kid, the Cimarron Kid. When he wasn't making movies, he was making mistakes. Some bad investments, failed marriages, and a few box office flops. It was all starting to add up. You're riding into Indian country now, cowboy. Had to sell his mansion to pay his income tax, and that great big Cadillac, he had to give that back. He was falling behind on those alimony payments to his ex-wives. You were a hero to could you let them down? Cimarron Kid, Cimarron Kid. He had nothing left, hitchhiked his way back to Texas, took up residence in a boarding house for the lonely and the desperate. He'd spend the day in bars, hoping people would buy him a drink, 'cause he used to be a movie star. The Cimarron Kid, the Cimarron Kid, headed out to Hollywood to be a movie star. And that's exactly what he did. Looking back on his life and what lay ahead, you can understand what the Cimarron Kid did next. He locked himself in his room, and with barely a regret, took out his trusty six-shooter and rode off into the sunset. A map